Brittany Murray isn't just a mother. She is a true warrior. For 8 years, she stood by her daughter Jazmyn's side while she battled cancer, raising 3 other children and earning her nursing degree, all while working full time. Those are just a few reasons why she's today's my hero. Family is everything, and it really is special when you've got, your parents talking about how great their children are, but what about a sibling really honoring their sibling? And that's exactly what has happened. Ryan, you nominated your precious sister, and let me just tell you what, Brittany, you are an outstanding lady, but you've had to go through a lot of heartache. Unfortunately, you just lost your precious daughter. Can you tell us a little bit about Jazmyn?
When Jazmyn was diagnosed, I didn't want her to take the diagnosis as a death sentence. I made sure that she got to do and experience all the things that other kids did. She stayed in school. She went to homecoming parades. She got to go to New York. We went to Florida. She got to live her life despite her diagnosis, and that was very important to me.
And through all of this, you've really just started to overcome and shine such a light and be so strong. And why don't you tell her why you wrote in for my hero?
Well, seeing her being able to make a life for herself and her children out of everything that she's already been through, and then to have to go through, the cancer treatments with Jazmyn all the time, nonstop, and see her there, being at the hospital, she never left. Also getting her nursing degree. She's just a great parent, and she deserves it.
It's one thing, to have a child that's sick. And sweet Jazmyn got 7 extra years with Jazmyn, which is such a blessing. But I know that took a toll on you. You never let that stop you. You were there every step of the way with her. And at the same time, you're getting a degree. And I'm not talking just a degree.
When Jazmyn was at the hospital, I was on the computer doing homework so that I could become an RN.
When something that is tragic happens, you kind of freeze. But you didn't do that. You just continued to go and to provide for your family, to be a strong representative for your family, and to keep everyone going.
I always thought, what kind of parent would I be if I just showed my kids we give up when it's hard?
And you have a wonderful mother. What did you think, though, when you saw your daughter having to be side by side with her daughter, so your grandchild, and know the struggles going on and the decisions she was having to make and the heartache?
She definitely is a hero in our family's book. Watching her as being my child, watching her child go through what she went through, I could see the pain and suffering in my child as well as she was seeing in hers, but she never let it show. She always was very positive about, we're gonna make it, we're gonna do this is gonna happen. And it's just like, I personally came to her last year and told her, I said, I know there's lots of people out there, especially parents, who said that they would take the place for their child, and there's no way that I can't even think about that, because I couldn't be the woman that she is, as strong as she is. She's a really special woman, and I'm very proud of her, and she has done an amazing job with the difficulties that she's had to overcome her in her entire life.
Our hearts break because Jazmyn's not here, but it is comforting to know that she brought y'all together and continues to have y'all lifting each other up. You really are such an inspiration. Emotional hearing her retell this story for sure. Thanks to Bart Durham Injury Law, they'll be donating $250 to Brittany's Choice of Charity, which is Free Bird Memorial Group. And if you have a hero you would like to nominate, just write to me, myhero@newschannel5.com, and we would love to come out and meet you, love on you, and hear more about your story, because you are all so inspirational. Big thank you to Dan Blommel. He and I do this together, and I will tell you, after meeting this family, they're amazing. And I love how they all showed up together. Both of her brothers were there. Her mom was there. We got to visit with her son. She is so strong. And she went through so much, but continued just to keep going.
Right, just to be candid, I mean, that is any parent's worst nightmares to lose your child, right? And so I'm glad that her family has kind of swooped in and been there around her, because there's nothing really you can do except to try to process the grief and try to move on. But the way she's honoring her daughter as well is, I think, very, very sweet.
It really
She's a
is.
great woman.
And I love how she said, you know, I didn't want Jazmyn to think this was a death sentence. She said we were going to live every moment to the fullest. And they did that. They took the trips. They did the fun things. And for her to balance all of that, I still don't understand how she was able to do it all. But I'm speechless, honestly, with this family. I left there, and the more I learned about her, I almost started taking notes. I was like, how in this world? She really is super mom, and I know if you're going through something similar, she would love to talk with you and lift you up as well. This forecast